Yeah, lifestyle lit. I've been legit. The motive is in. I'm going again, but I'm going to win. I don't know when to end. Got me needing residuals for the time that I spent. Yeah.
Welcome back. Welcome back to It's a Lifestyle with the Official LP. I am your host, the Official LP. Hope everybody's been enjoying their week. I hope everybody's been doing the things that they need to do. It is that holiday season, so let's turn it up a little bit. Let's enjoy some time with our loved ones, and let's create some special memories. Today, I always tell you, we got special people in the building. This is another special guest. This is a very, 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 very special guest. Let's give it up for Miss Aleecya Foreman, singer, songwriter, vocalist, photographer. Let's not forget that. But let's give it up for her one more time. Thank you for joining the platform.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So, when I thought about having different people on, I definitely thought about you, you were one of the first few handfuls, because I feel like these conversations and these interviews and just the podcasts are just, in the content day and age, like, people like you need to be heard, because you do so much and you don't ask for too much to where it's like, hold on. Can you just tell us a little bit more of what you're doing? Because, we were having a previous conversation earlier before we started the pod, and, it's always, to me, it's always gratifying when people do it for the passion. When they do it for the passion and, they stick to their art and they stick to what they love. And it's one thing that just, like I was saying before, doing it monetarily and doing it just for money. But for you, you do it for the passion, you do it for the art and everything you do. And you take your time with stuff because, I've been waiting on music. All right, if y'all are fans of her out there, I know y'all been waiting on music. She'll give you a little bit. She'll give you a little splash real quick, a little something. But so tell me where you first got your first influence for just being a creative, and where did that come from?
That's a good question. My childhood, my parents were very music heavy. So like my dad had this amazing record collection. Like anybody you could think of, from bebop, funk, rap, even certain rock albums, things like that. Like he was very
he was wide. Yeah, he was versatile then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he used to DJ in his youth, and he has stories of him walking around with the boombox and people coming up to him like, "Yo, what are you playing?" Because he always has something fresh and new.
Yeah.
And then from there, my mom driving around in the car with her and whatnot, she's always listening to Patti LaBelle, Anita Baker, Stephanie Mills, all the
good.
She loved her a ballad.
Singers. Yeah.
It's me in the car like, shut this off, play Sierra. But
but you was downloading all that secret.
Now I'm like, oh, these are like vocalists, and this is where I really, really want to be. When it comes to singing. And my parents also kind of gave me like free range as a kid too, so I was able to explore so much. Like if I wanted to draw, they were buying me like pastels, markers, anything I needed to draw. And I'm good at that too. And then I'm like, all right, cool, what's next? They put me in dance classes, and then I was like, this is cool, all right, I'm gonna go over here. Like and that's how it was. And then I landed when my first singing gig, right, happened in the 4th or 5th grade. Me and my best friend at the time, we were running around the hallways because I had to stay in school till 5.
Yeah.
I went to one of those preppy schools and shit. So
let's give it up for that.
Let's
give it up for that real quick. Hey, you got that education.
We were doing yoga and stuff. It was cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the 4th or 5th grade?
Yeah, then you yoga.
All right. What school is this? Because with nobody doing no yoga out there, like, that's crazy.
It was cool. It didn't last long, the yoga thing. I think they were just trying to implement certain things, but
try something different.
Yeah, it was called Classical Studies Academy.
Oh, okay. So they're gonna it's gonna be. Did they teach y'all financial literacy at the same time in 4th grade?
They had a class.
I'm about to say, because that's what it sounds like.
They had a class in the 6th grade.
That's pretty good though.
Yeah, and it was pretty good. We learned some stuff. For sure. Because so we had regular class, and then our last two classes that lasted until 5 o'clock were our like special classes that we could go into. We can take an extra math class. We can go to drill team. They
Yeah.
had karate. They had, if you wanted to just do gym again, like
Mhm.
got to choose.
Mhm.
So, I was in a math class that I didn't want to be in, so I was skipping it and running around the hallway.
Oh my goodness,
and
causing havoc.
yeah, a little bit. And then me and her ran into, because security was after us, so we ran into the musical theater class, and they were doing the whiz.
Oh.
And the lady was like, "Y'all can stay in here, and I won't tell on y'all, but y'all have to sing an audition." And I was like, "All right, cool. What do I do? All right, bet." And
Yeah.
then I sang "Lean on Me"
Okay.
for her, and then and his name was Mr. Cooper. I sang it for him, and he was like, "You could really sing." And I was like, "I can." And he was like, "Yeah, you should be in the choir."
So
And
he
I was
gave you
like,
that vote of
"Tell me about
confidence real
it."
quick, like.
I just didn't
And you said
know.
this was in the 4th or 5th grade.
It was like fourth, fifth grade.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I ended up getting I ended up being the aunt. So if you ever seen like the Black Wiz,
Yep.
there's the part at the beginning where the aunt is
Oh, she went in. She
singing
went
to
in. That's
Dorothy.
a very important
Yeah.
part. Yeah, that's a very
So
important part.
that was me.
That was you. You killed that
Yeah.
role.
It was. I was a kid. I was shy, but yeah. It
But
was good.
but it's your first opportunity, and it's just kind of opening your eyes to kind of like your capabilities in a sense.
Exactly. And I really liked it. I was like, "Oh, I like being on stage. I like, expressing myself this way." I would always sing in my house and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I thought I had a little something, but for a stranger basically, because that was just my teacher telling me I could sing.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, this person who I don't know says I could sing, so I got something."
Yeah.
And then from there, I started to do like, talent shows and that type of stuff. But I was still shy when I was doing the talent shows too. Yeah.
So it's just kind of something you're like, all right, I know I want to do this, but like, I'm still battling, who I am as the
Shyness. Like, I
shyness.
was
Yeah.
very reserved kid at some points, and sometimes I'm a Gemini, so I was, it's awesome, it's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, around that time, I was just very shy when it came to like getting on the stage, especially by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me about you being like getting into photography. How early was that? Was that young or is that
I was always into photography.
yeah.
I got my first camera, I want to say 2020 or 2021. So
Okay.
not that long
Okay,
ago.
so it was recent
Yeah.
cuz
But I got my first camera.
yeah,
But I was always into photography because my grandpa Hawks,
that's what
he was a photographer.
so you
And
followed in his footsteps.
yeah,
Yeah.
I always wanted a camera, and like I wanted a professional camera.
Yeah.
So my mom would buy me like these little like toy cameras and stuff, and they would work for a minute, but after a while they wasn't working, and I was like, ah.
Yeah.
But my first professional camera I got probably like 5, 6 years ago, and I was already really good at editing and having a vision and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because all I could really do was learn how to edit if I'm taking pictures on my phone.
Yeah. So okay, so all right, so with the photography it's like you did a lot, as far as being versatile and you being a creative. So that's why, like, when you being shy, that's what kind of made me think of photography. Like, okay, maybe it was you wanted to kind of be, behind the camera for a second. You were kind of battling different things. But tell me about your first music release. Before you're, where you're at now. Like, what was your? All right, forget about the first music release. Tell me about the first time you went to go write a song and record it.
Oh man, I was always writing. So I want to say like this. Everything comes together. So I had a song named Vegas,
Okay.
right? Some people know it. Really cool R&B joint, and it's very simple. And I had already written it like when I was in high school, and then I ran into this cool producer slash pianist who, he was into putting music and stuff together,
hmm
and he showed me his beats.
Was this in high school or after high
This
school?
was in college.
Okay, this is in college.
And then I was like, "Yo, play that beat again." And his beat matched perfectly with the melody and the song that I had.
Yeah.
So that was actually the first song that I put out, was that song. And I love doing it live, like with the band and everything. It's one of
Yeah.
my favorite ones to do
Yeah.
because it's very like reminiscent, and the city lights and the driving down the road.
That's your that's your vibe. And
you know.
that actually brings me to, a lot of your music is live music and the instrumentation plays a large part in
Mhm.
your sound. So tell me why that is like a core to like how you make music and how you want to present yourself is the live music aspect because you're really good at it. Obviously you're really
Thank you.
good at it and you put your time into it. But as you speak of live music and you said like you ran into a pianist, it just wasn't like, oh, I just ran into a producer. It's like, no, I ran into a pianist.
Mm.
Like, you want to sing a certain way, you want to approach music a certain way. So tell me why that's so important to you.
Live instrumentation is very important because of the feeling of music.
Yeah.
You know, um, there's a difference between somebody like playing drums on a drum kit and stuff for, something that's audio recorded in for
Mm-hmm.
people's ears while they're driving in the car, and then when somebody comes to get that live experience,
It's
um,
completely different.
like you will meet musicians who like are their instrument.
Right.
Like that's
That's a good
them.
way to
When
put
they
it.
pick it up,
Yep.
you feel it
That's
take over
them.
their
They're
body.
connected. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
and the one example that I could give is my really good friend from college. His name is Kriston. Amazing bass player, like one of the best that I know. And we were in New York at an open mic. It was a couple of us. We went,
Mm-hmm.
and there was already a bass player on the stage for the open mic and stuff.
Yeah.
But then he asked the bass player if he could play, and when he went up there, you can like feel the energy in the room change because that's just how like nasty he is at his instrument.
Okay. And a bass player, like the
You
bass, I
know,
love the bass. The bass when they get down is different.
yeah, and like the way he just locks in, like he could get real crazy, like
Mm-hmm.
with the technique and everything, but he also knows like when to stay in the pocket and just
Yeah.
groove.
Interest. Yep. Yep.
And, that's the first time I've ever experienced that. And that's why it's important to have that energy in the room, to have that emotion in the room.
Because it
And
changes
nothing
everything.
is ever going to beat that.
Absolutely. So, and then when you speak of that, it's like, so now when you put those individuals together as a collective, and then you insert yourself as a vocalist, you know what I mean, and the artist inserts themselves, and it's like harmony. It's beautiful, especially like it commands the room, like you said.
Yeah.
You can run into some situations where everything doesn't connect, and that's just for whatever reason, maybe lack of rehearsal time, maybe lack of people don't really know each other or whatever, but when you really get like the perfect harmony of like a good band to artists,
Synergy.
yes, that synergy, yes, let's give it
Synergy.
up for that synergy.
Lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. So when was your first live performance?
Ooh, my first live performance. I don't remember.
You did, so that's how long it's been.
I really don't remember. Because, like, I was in college for music, but then while I was in college for music, I was also, like, being an artist.
Yeah,
So I would be, like, in school, and then at night I had a show. Like,
yeah.
I was, like, in it. You know what I mean? So, like, I genuinely, like, don't remember what my first show is. I remember the first couple of shows, but I don't know which one is my first show,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So,
Who would you say, like, speaking of artists, like who would you say is some of your early artist influences, your personal, that when you're making music or you're writing, you're like these are your top. Give me your top three that are like your go
oh,
tos to
man.
listen to and vibe.
Vocally, the people
That.
that I just love their tone. Stephanie Mills, I love her.
Oof.
She's wonderful.
Yes.
Um, she has just the smoothness of her voice, but also this like attitude. It's sassy.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? I love all the top people. I love my Michael Jacksons and I love my
Of course, Michael
Prince.
Jackson.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
I like old school people. So like your Anita Baker, Patti
I knew. I was
LaBelle.
waiting for you to say. I felt like
Um,
Anita because you said your mom was
yeah,
always Anita Baker.
and
Yeah, and Patti
Anita
LaBelle.
Baker is like
She's amazing in general.
she's a
Like
whole
she's
pianist. Like
yes.
she composes her stuff.
See, that's
You
a
know.
difference. There's a difference.
Yeah, and then Mariah Carey, beast ass songwriter and vocalist.
Vocalist, producer,
Yeah,
everything. Mariah
like
Carey is phenomenal. People sleep on Mariah.
they do.
They
They
really
do. They
sleep
don't
on
know
Mariah.
how much of a record breaker she is, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then Brandy, I
Of
love
course, Miss
Brandy.
Norwood.
When it comes to like how she stacks and does her background work and just
It's
it's
flawless.
yeah, it's
Flawless.
amazing.
Mhm.
And I could just listen to her stuff on acapella. I don't need a beat to listen to
Yeah.
her music because her voice is an instrument within itself, and she creates these different. I don't know. And then somebody that is slept on, I feel like, is Tamia.
Tamia for sure. Like that's crazy that you say Tamia. Tamia for sure. That's a good sleeper. That caught me off guard. You just saying that because I
Mhm.
always appreciated her as a vocalist. Like regardless forget hit records, but just vocalists. Like when you
Yeah.
listen to the songs, you can really hear somebody sing.
Hmm.
And like you say, you can listen to it on mute and just kind of hear their vocals.
Yeah, and she's consistent. I haven't seen like a bad performance from her at
No,
all. I
no.
love her. Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, she's definitely good. So you actually, you being an artist, you won the best R&B female artist from the NYC Independent Radio Awards.
Oh, that's old. Yeah,
Yeah, tell me about that.
I won that for Vegas when
Te-
I dropped it.
Really?
Yeah. It was
How was
really,
that? What was that experience like? You actually just getting that news?
it was cool. It was really cool. First ever award that I've won just for doing something that's my own. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Like not
Mhm.
being a part of a group or nothing like that.
Mhm.
And it was just a lot of voting and making sure that my people knew that they needed to vote for me every single day.
Yeah.
And there was some really great people inside of those categories for sure that were, New York,
Well deserving.
Massachusetts,
Yeah.
CT, like people that I'm personally fans of and
Yeah.
stuff. So I was like, yeah. I was like, all right, I might win this. I might win this. Let me make sure. That's what I sound like, yeah. And then when I found out that I won, I was ecstatic. But I couldn't go to the show and perform and get my award in person because I got sick
Yeah.
around that time. But when I went to go pick up my trophy, like it's a glass,
Oh, it just
beautiful
made,
trophy
yes,
with
I knew
my
you had the
name
biggest
on
smile.
it.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, I
absolutely.
did that. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's give it up for that. Talking about that's no, that's you. That's you.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's you. So tell me about performing at the Kennedy Center and being a featured artist, a part of the 2020 Arts across America.
That was fun for me and my bandmates and stuff. A lot of the bandmates that were there were people who were like I knew from college and
Mm-hmm.
that I met along the way and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a really cool experience for them to reach out to me and feel like I was one of the people that they really wanted on the platform for in that reason. And it was during the pandemic, so there was no live performances going on or anything. Everything was very much so on the internet.
Yeah.
So we had to like do the recording a couple of times, find a place to record, pay the person, this is in a third, and then send it to them. And then afterwards it was a pre-recorded show, so they put everything together.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just really cool to be picked, honestly, because it just shows that all of like my band and I's hard work was
That's what I was gonna say. The
started to
hard
pay
work.
off,
Yeah, that gotta feel
know.
good.
So it felt amazing, and it just again it encourages and motivates you to keep going. So
Now, how are you on rehearsal time? Like rehearsals, like how big are you on like just making sure you're perfecting your craft and just sharpening your tool?
um I'm a pain in the ass. um for sure, because I'll be like I want to keep running the same song over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Or like there was one time when my band was like, yeah, we sound amazing, and I was like, we need some more work, and there was like shut up.
Perfectionist.
Yeah,
Perfectionist.
like, but we did sound great though,
Of course.
So I have to do like band stuff all the time, get everything together with them, and then like I'll do like my own vocal work where I'm making sure I know my lyrics and making sure I know how I want to sing the song and
Mhm.
continuously to do one part over and over again so I'll have muscle memory,
Mhm.
things like that. So yeah, I'm consistent and very like anal about certain things for sure.
So that's actually a good thing, to make sure because it's gonna come out in the performance. You can see it, and it's flawless, and just people get up there and they just do whatever it is that they do, and it's like no, there's work put behind this to get to where
Yeah.
actually need to sound this good, actually need to look good while sounding this good, and
Mhm.
everybody's just in unison, like you said, that synergy, and it fluctuates around the room. Now, you opened for the legendary Dionne Warwick.
That was fun. I did.
Tell me about that. Let's give it up for that.
I actually got chosen again. I got chosen
Hey.
to actually do songs for another local artist where we were like singing his songs, and it was for the downtown Stamford things that they do.
Okay.
Like I think like Ti and stuff was there this past summer,
Mm-hmm.
but that specific year, Dionne Warwick was there, and great experience. Lots and lots of rehearsals going on.
Yeah.
I had to like know my part. Um, I was able to use my creativity to help, build up the performance and stuff like that. And I think the performance came out really good. The highlight of my day that day was when Dion walked past me
That's what I was gonna. Did you?
because I didn't get to talk to her. I didn't get to talk to her
Okay.
because she was very much in artist mode. But I just loved her confidence going on the stage. And she had like a little lean in her walk where, very gangsta.
Yeah.
That's what I remember. And I was like,
You just watching her the whole time, she carrying herself and just
yeah,
taking it all in, like, oh
yeah.
wow.
And mic is on and she's just singing flawlessly. She didn't miss a note,
Mm.
And I was like, I gotta get like that.
So that adds to your like fervor as far as like, yo, this is what I'm doing. Like I'm
Yeah.
adding that on top of what everything else that I already do and what I embody, and I want to look like that all the time. Like
Exactly.
Dionne Warwick, man, that's big.
Exactly.
That's big. Let's give it up for Dionne Warwick and you doing that. Now, with your you being a perfectionist, you also do vocal ranging,
Hmm.
right? So you move around and help people with vocal ranging.
I do.
So how does that go?
That is something that I'm very passionate. But like I said, I love Brandy and I
Yeah.
love like your Mariah Carey's and your like Beyonce's. Like her background stuff is amazing also.
Yeah.
And I feel like in a way it's kind of like a lost art with all this like electronic stuff and AI
Absolutely.
and whatnot
Absolutely.
going on. Um, and also people forget about like the art of collaboration.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes the song is great, but there's not enough to like keep the song moving.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that I'm really good at doing that and figuring that out. And just to share my creativity and my ideas with somebody is something that I'm very passionate about because I like to be a part of projects and help
Mhm.
people along their journey.
Mhm.
So that's why I got into that. And, I'll have like hooks that I don't feel like the song might be for me, but I'll give it to somebody else
Yeah.
and they'll mess with it. You know what I mean? They'll be
Yeah.
like, with the stacks and everything. And just also being a coach on that, being in the studio with other singers, they'll ask me like, well, how do you figure out how to stack here? How do you feel like how to do the movement here?
Right.
How did you figure out how to keep this stack going straight but
Right.
drop? Like, how do you just know that? And being a teacher within music is important, and having different avenues in music is also good, not just being a singer in the front.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Like collaboration is very important when it comes to art in general. So
So I know for sure you're gonna find your way regardless because your mindset and the things that you have already accomplished and done and just the like how passionate you are about not only yourself but just even just giving back to music, you're already going to find yourself where you actually need to be, whether that be writing for somebody, whether that be vocal arranging, whether that you actually being the artist is bound to happen.
Right.
It's bound to happen.
'cause
Even
I
just
love it. Yeah.
exactly, even somebody being like, yo, I need you to come on tour with me and be a background vocalist or whatever. It could be a top tier artist or whatever, but I could see a plethora of things in your future.
Thank you.
Like for real.
Thank
For
you.
real. Let's give it up for that. Like I gotta give it up for that. I gotta give you your flowers. I gotta give you flowers because like I told you, you coming up on here and just kind of expounding on your information that you have received and the information that you actually want to give out to others and your experiences and just the different things that you've actually been able to come across. It's just it's amazing. It's amazing. It just to hear all this and your mindset when it comes to approaching music.
Thank you.
So you actually released your own single, like a remix of your single, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we're actually do you mind if we actually play that?
No, go ahead.
All right, cool. So that's your Kim right there. Tell them what this track is.
We are getting ready to listen to my remix Toxic of my original single called Toxic, produced by Charlie Chaplin and sang by me, Aleecya.
All right, let's get into that. Be right back.
See, I don't wanna fuss or fight no more. Wanna make us feel better. Wanna be the one you run to when things ain't your way. Wanna be your favorite shoulder. Be the one you tell your secrets to. Wanted us to grow older, but that ain't the way. Hey, all this toxic in me. I know that I should leave, but I really wanna stay. All this toxic in me. I know that I should leave, but I really wanna stay. Never imagined in the world that this be happening to me. Lying on my bed talking about reciprocity. Caption from my pillow 'cause I cry myself to sleep. Whoa, and all I ever asked for was reciprocation. And all I ever gotten was a bad vacation. Pushing pull with you, I know I got my faults. Drama never ending 'cause you need control over me. Always judging me. Cycle never ending saying that
as you can see, clearly talented. Let's give it up for that Toxic remix. Let's give it up for that Toxic remix. Yes. Yes. Thank you for allowing us to play that record. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a dope record, dope song. The way you arrange your vocals, the- even how you were kind of speaking about how you go and do it for others, like the way you kind of like attention to detail, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing how you just you're more than just an artist. Like you're like a music machine
Mm,
in a sense,
okay.
because it's like, yeah, you can arrange vocals, but you can also talk music and you can also like give out good feedback when you're working with another artist or just around another creative because you are not somebody that's self-serving. I
Mm.
don't really feel like that. I really don't get that energy from you. Like you're like a music tool. Like yo, like
Thank you.
let's make
I like
this
that.
let's make this right. Like how can I fix this? Okay, this looks like this. How can I? Okay, if you did it like this, now you have a different product. It don't even got to be about me, but I just want that to be good. Like there's not a
Yeah.
lot of people who are genuine with that, and I appreciate you for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of
Yeah.
course,
That's
of course.
I like being like I'm a tool for music. I like that.
Yeah, let's give it you a tool for music.
I am. I feel like that for sure.
Yes.
I like when I'm in the studio with like other singers and stuff like that. Like I like to like add or make something feel complete because like there's a lot of people who call themselves perfectionists out there and they're always like something's missing from this.
Hmm.
And it could be something simple as like maybe you started off with too many harmonies at the front of
Yeah.
your song and you need to push them and actually build the song up, or
Yeah.
maybe you need to just come in straight with harmony, and
Right.
sometimes
Right.
it really does take that second ear to,
That's it.
and I like doing it.
From a genuine place though, because sometimes I think people be wanting to be that role, but
Hmm.
they're only inserting their information to feel like they are that role.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
kind of like to make
I need to be a part of
yeah,
this.
I got like even this don't even make sense. Yo, look, let's not do that line. Why?
Yeah, no reason.
Like
You telling me to take it out. You didn't give me nothing to put
you
in.
gave me nothing to put in. It's just like yo,
What's
I just
happening?
feel like that one ain't working. I feel like we need no. You're just trying to again
Yeah.
self-serving. You're trying to
Yeah.
I need to feel like this. I need to feel like I'm contributing.
I need
to
my
this.
name on
I
it.
need my name on. I need my credit.
Yeah,
Run me my credit. Run me
Now.
my money.
That's what it'd be like. I'm also like very big on learning if somebody is like coachable also, because some people like they're really stuck in their ways and they kind of just want people in the studio,
Yeah. Yeah.
so you have to learn, and you learn it over time. Like you have to learn like when to insert yourself, and when to give the advice that you have and stuff, because some people are really not open to that.
They're not open.
And that's
they're
okay.
not- yeah.
Like you could sit there and be like, damn, if they were just, that's what they would be looking for. Like you could feel it
You
in your
know what
bones.
they want, but they're just it's the pride, it's the ego,
It's the
it's
lack of-
closed mindedness, like just
And it's the lack of the art of collaboration.
that part.
People want
Which you
to,
preached in the beginning. Absolutely.
they want to be the only person that's writing on the song.
Yep.
They want to be the only person that made the beat. They want to, but Michael Jackson's Thriller was born inside of the studio, and he had your A band and your B band, and they
Yep.
were sitting there curating things.
Yep.
That's collaboration.
Yep.
Beyonce is wonderful at collaborating with different songwriters and people who do like melody and all that stuff.
Mhm.
And they might be able to write the song and whatnot, but she gonna sing it.
Yeah.
She gonna perform it.
Yeah.
She gonna bring it to life. And
Yeah.
if you are worried about the money, she gonna sell your shit.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely. Absolutely.
Hello. So
Yeah.
and like
You get a Beyonce
it's-
credit.
it's-
Oh,
it's
over.
forgotten about
Absolutely.
like the art of collaboration. Like, oh no, she got 10 songwriters on this one song and blah blah blah. Okay, but the song is hot. And at the same time, some people like are really anal about getting their credit to the point where if they change the word in from and,
They
you
got they
get
get
a
that.
writer's credit.
Yeah.
And it's really not that big of a
Yeah.
change. You know what I
Right,
mean?
Right.
So you really got to know the technicalities of songwriting credits,
Yeah, because
So-
people try to catch you off. You
Oh,
know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, yo, I threw that line. I said the. I put that the in there, yo. That was me. That was me.
Give me
I need my credit.
10%.
Hey, I need that 10%. You know what I
Yo.
mean? I know you about to go on tour, Beyonce, yo, but I said the in the studio, yo. That's
yeah, like that's crazy. She's stealing. That's what they. And I'll be like, yo, relax.
Yeah, like relax.
So I like collaboration. It's good.
Collaboration is very healthy, and I think it should be encouraged a little bit more now today, and just music needs to be fun again. It's just so serious. People be looking at people's first week numbers and sales, and it's like, is the album good? Like, I think a lot of music gets overlooked and it gets not listened to because you hear a report, oh, it sold this many or it sold this many, and it's like, but what happened to just listening? Like, when did these numbers really matter? Like, when to bring it to rap, like even when 50 Cent was going crazy and all that, and then Eminem, they were saying numbers, but the numbers didn't stick in everybody's mind. You know what I mean? Like, only you think about 50, it's like, oh, he sold 13 million records, whatever. But it wasn't like, oh, if you don't do this, then you're a flop. People were listening to the music
because it was the message.
It's the message,
the craziness behind Eminem, and the storyline, and what that was his real life he was talking about.
Yeah.
But it's like, I want to know this artist. I need to listen. I need to know what he did to Kim. Like, I need to know how 50 got shot. Like, all that stuff. It was exciting.
Hear all of that. Yep.
So. And they just had a passion for that because they were like, this is the only way I'm about to get out. This is what I really know how to do, and I'm going to do it.
Do we even know what any of Chris Brown's first week numbers were going back to his first project?
I don't. I just remember.
But do you know the albums were good?
Hell yeah.
That's it. That's all we were. That was the time period.
I remember first hearing Reddit. I was like, yo.
This is a good song. You're not thinking about how much did this sell. Let me look up how much did this sell.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
I liked what I felt when I heard it, and that's it.
That's it. But the video went with it, and it was off from there.
Fire.
It was off from fire. We already knew Chris Brown was I knew Chris Brown was gonna be like out of here.
I mean, if you had common sense and you looked at him when he first came out, it was like, this boy about to do something.
He's about to do something. I remember calling my brother, like, they was on their way back from the club. I seen that video premiere. I was yo. Because I'm a huge Michael fan. So I was like, wait, hold on.
He got something.
There's something there, yo. But I mean, where he's taking it to now is just it's crazy.
And he's another person that believes in, like, the art of collaboration.
That's what somebody was going to mention as you was going on that run is Chris Brown. That's why his music sounds flawless. You know, it sounds phenomenal. The records, the producers, he don't mind because he knows he's a hell of a writer. That's the thing.
He can write.
He's very secure about himself.
He's great.
That's why I say, like, you're very secure about yourself. Like, you can come into different studio sessions or different rooms and just be just you. Some people may be kind of like off-putting about that because they're not them. They have this image of themselves or how they think they need to be in the world or how they need to come off. And it's like, no, if you collaborate and you're really genuine about collaboration and genuine about music sounding good and good messages and good quality efforts and bodies of work, you would be able to offer yourself like that. But people just don't, they don't do that. So people like you, Chris Brown, all of these people, you know what I mean? I'm putting you in all that mix because, you know what I'm saying? Like, you are going to be there. I'm not going to be surprised if you done wrote for a Grammy Award-winning record or you have a Grammy Award-winning record in the next couple years. I would not be surprised. Like,
thank you.
Let's give it up for that.
Put it in the air. Put it in the air. Manifest it.
Putting it out there. Hey, make sure that we are following her. But when's your album coming, right? When do we get the whole Aleecya experience?
I'm not saying the specific date because once I say like the date, then there's gonna be like I have to explain everything. Yeah, because everything like ties together. But it's coming out next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Okay. All right. We got a date. We're gonna get 2026.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
We got 2026. There we go. I'm good with that.
And then we're gonna get a single. We're gonna get a single.
Okay.
I want to say like springtime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now is this single already picked?
Yes, single is picked. We are doing putting together the video and stuff like that. Gonna start shooting next year.
You gonna start rolling out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm excited. So
I can't wait.
I'm collaborating, with a lot of different people and stuff like that right now, and I feel good about it. So like I said, like before, if it comes out and it blows up, amazing, great, because I totally want to perform live and travel around the world.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't, still great, because I put it out and I love listening to it on my own. And just for the people who do like listening to it, for them to be able to is also going to be very fulfilling. So
absolutely. And you were mentioning earlier that it was a passion project, and it's like, how long have you been working on it?
There's songs on there that I started when I was probably like 14, 15 years old.
And that's I think people miss the essence of an actual, like, would this be like your debut project in your eyes or like your first full project?
This is my first full project.
So with 14, 15 years old, you got songs from then. That's what's gonna make it beautiful. It's like, yo, you have songs that you already have been working on. This is your life story.
Literally.
These are your stories. You know what I mean? It's not the full story.
Mm-hmm.
It's different compartments of that, and different feelings and different emotions, and you're putting into a whole artful piece. And music is that, I think that's what's already going to me, I'm already excited, because it's like, okay, now, like, even just you telling your story and getting to this point, you talking about now you got songs from that you had already wrote. Like, man, wait till y'all hear this. Wait till y'all hear this project. I already know it's gonna be crazy. Well, you probably can't give away how many tracks, but
8.
8 tracks. Ooh, condensed, nice body of work. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
all right. Do we get an album title?
No, I can do that.
That's
all like I
we
said,
almost
it's
had her.
all like
We almost got her. We almost got her. Oh man, I can't wait for that. So what do you prefer more, recording or performing?
I like performing live, but I like to perform my own stuff live, so I have to record.
Yeah, that's all. Like, because like we always are gonna remember when we came up with a song, like where we were at when we came up with a song, and how that studio session went. But there's nothing about like connecting. There's nothing better than connecting with the fans and feeling that energy, because every crowd is different. You know what I mean? Like, you may feel like, yo, I'm ready for this performance, and you get to the crowd, it's like, that crowd was cool, but then you get to something else where it was like, I wasn't. You're ready for the performance, but not like the other one. But that crowd really gave you what you needed and pulled it out of you.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
There have times where, like, when I'm doing like cover band stuff, and it'll be a dope set that we have, and this birthday party will eat it up, but this birthday party will be like, okay,
yeah,
that was
cool.
cute, girl.
Yeah.
Can you do this song instead?
Right.
Like,
Right.
that type of thing.
You got money long?
Right. Can you play some, some Chris Brown or something?
Right. Dude, matter of fact, y'all got a DJ?
Yeah. You know what? We're just going to play the music from our phone. Enjoy some food, stay for the party.
Yeah, just go. You did great. You did great.
It was like, all right, you didn't like my little Jackson 5? Bet.
All right,
That's
cool.
And I'm still going to do that the next week.
Yo, facts.
Yeah,
I'm opening with it now.
Yeah. Come and see me. Like, drop the date. That's how I am. I'm like, it's all right. Or like, the people that I work with, like the musicians that I work with, I like to be around people who are very like creative. Like, I don't like to do the song exactly how the song's already recorded.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to hear how Anita Baker sings a song, go see Anita Baker.
Right.
I'm going to sing Anita Baker's song, like Aleecya.
Yes, in your rendition.
And I'll have people walk up to me after the shows and be like, I think your bass player was a little wrong on the... And I'm like, no, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. It was... He just had a different pocket, and you didn't like it.
Yeah.
You wanted to hear Anita Baker's version.
Yo, people are something else with their opinions.
But it's a cover song, so it's understandable.
True. They want to hear it their way.
They want to hear it how they grew up hearing it.
I bought this record back in 1990.
They wanna sing along, and if I'm changing up the rhythm a little bit, they're like,
what are we doing?
That was creative, but stick to what we know, please. That's what it is, and it's cool. I understand it.
That's what I was saying. How do you battle that? Like, is it like you just kind of brush it off, or you just you kind of the next performance you kind of might stick in that pocket of how somebody else was kind of.
When I first started performing out live, I was like, we gotta be creative, we gotta switch everything up, blah, blah, blah. And then having the understanding that I have now, people want to sing along, people want to reminisce and go back and things like that. I find like a healthy pocket for myself.
Yeah.
With any song that we decide to remix a little bit, and that's what works. Like, if I were to I'll start the song off regularly so they'll know what they're listening to and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe if the song has a bridge, I'll change my notes and stuff on the bridge some, and then sing the rest of the song a little regular, and then at the end me and the band will start jamming and maybe switch up the pocket and stuff like that. And that way people are like, oh, okay, I like that.
Okay, y'all went somewhere different with that.
Yeah.
All right, you gave them what they need for a little bit, and it's like, all right,
and now I'm
I'm
give you
getting
what
into my
I
stuff.
want.
Yeah. We gonna do it my way.
Exactly. So that's a good pocket for me, and I recommend it. It's fun when people hear you switch up the song and they be like, oh shit.
They appreciate that, like how you're adding to it and just the efforts to it.
Exactly.
Giving them a show.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
So with the songs, right? So I got a question for you. So you're really good, like you're very knowledgeable when it comes to music and just knowing a lot of different components that go into a song. So what I want you to do is give me your perfect song. Give me the artist, give me the producers, give me the songwriters. It could be, you can have a couple on there. You can have a feature on there with the artist.
Mm-hmm.
You're the vocal arranger. We're gonna keep you the vocal arranger. You're arranging the vocals on there. Who's songwriting? Who's background vocals? Let's go crazy with it.
Oh, okay. Like if I'm putting something
If you're put
together.
if it was just a, you don't got to be song
Ooh.
topic. Like just give me the perfect song.
Ooh, okay. I've never gotten asked this, so this is good. All right. All right. Hold on. So, ooh, I don't know. Wait. Give me a second. Give me a second.
It's cool.
I would put, all right, songwriting. I would want
It can be all time too. They don't got to be current.
oh, I kind of thought that.
She's like, I'm going all time.
Yeah, you
Like,
know.
I'm already doing it.
Songwriting. I would put, and I'm going a little. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All right. I would want Bruno Mars to write.
Okay.
I would want Brandy to do vocal arranging. I know you said me, but I want Brandy to do the vocal arranging.
But you just gonna be in the room.
But I want Steve Perry from Journey to sing it.
You went somewhere different. So you want Bruno to songwrite and Brandy to vocal arrange. Who's producing?
Producing. Ooh, I would actually have, specifically, I would have 80s Quincy produce that.
I knew Quincy was coming. See, I asked this question not too long ago, and I didn't get Quincy. Quincy, yes. Dang, you can't go wrong. Nobody else even needs to touch
That's
anything
a
else.
different type of
Yeah,
magic.
he's gonna do whatever he needs to do. Wow,
Mhm.
that was actually that's a good one.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's give it up for that. What's up? Song title. What's the song title?
Ooh, song title. I don't know why, but the first word that comes to mind is window.
Window. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I like that, window.
We got Window from what's the artist?
It's gonna be Window, written by
Steve Perry.
Bruno,
Yep.
sang by Steve Perry,
Yep.
arranged by Brandy, produced by Quincy
Jones. Oh my goodness. Did y'all just hear that record?
That sound hot.
Somebody about to put that in AI.
You know?
Somebody gonna try to do
They're
that.
gonna be,
in
let me
AI.
see what that sounds
Let me
like.
see what that sounds. Oh, this sounds good.
And I'm gonna need my credit.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hey, let's
That
get back to that credit. Let's get back to that credit.
has to hear.
Yo,
Wait, that
yeah,
has to
this
hear.
is documented, yo. If y'all ever, if y'all even think, yo,
You know?
what I mean. You see where the credit needs to go.
We in a recession.
We need every single
Yo.
they cutting everything off. We need to be
They
strategic.
cutting it off, cutting it on. We don't know what's
facts.
happening. It's Russian roulette
We
right
just
now.
trying to just watch and just make
Yeah.
sure everything working.
Make sure I know my next move.
Speaking of your next move, so what's next for you besides the album? You know the album's coming 2026. 2026. We know the album's coming in 2026. Outside of the album, what's next for you? Like, what are some things you look to venture off into, if it's outside of music or even within music?
You know, according to industry, I'm still new or technically like a nobody.
Right.
But I have my regular 9 to 5 that helps, feed my craft.
What you gotta do,
What
yeah.
I really, really want to do for the rest of my life. And my goal is to just be full time next year, by the end of next year, and to be traveling more, way more studio work, more collaborating, and really like making a living off of what I do. I feel like R&B is on the come up right now. You can kind of see that with how the charts are going.
Yeah,
Like how for the first time in history there was no hip hop in the top 40.
I know.
And there's always that transition in history where it's like, all right, hip hop is going to be the thing that's big right now, and then
Yep.
you go back into R&B.
Yep.
And there's always that
Back and
flip-flop,
forth,
and
yep.
we're going back into R&B.
Mhm.
The mic needs to be on.
There we go. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it for. Hey, say it in the camera.
The mic needs to be on and up.
And there it is.
Okay, a little bit of auto tune just to do a slight pitch correction, but not too robotic. Except if you're T-Pain, I fuck with that.
You don't need to be sounding like Kanye. Work it.
Unless you're using it creatively,
Yeah.
because Kanye did that though, and T-Pain did that though. But then some people are using that and like, yeah, I've been singing my whole life, and I'm like, I don't hear it.
But not the Kanye. I'm talking about with the the intro. You ever remember how the stronger
Oh
came
yeah,
on? It
yeah,
sounded
yeah.
like a
It was
robot.
heavy.
Yeah, that's
It
something
was
like, yeah,
heavy.
you don't want to sound like that.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, you don't
yeah,
want to sound like that.
yeah. Not all the time. No, no, no.
Yeah, no. But that I feel you on that is like really just kind of just taking everything by the full reins and just going after it and just putting yourself in position to be able to fully, even exceed your own expectations to what you set out to do. Because I feel like when you do that, you position yourself to open doors that you didn't even think were going to open for you. Because I think that we kind of think we have it figured out. It's like, I'm gonna do this move to do this move and this move, and this is gonna get me here. And I think there's some instances and cases that works out, but I think just positioning yourself and being ready and showing up for yourself, that you never know it can lead you somewhere quicker than where you expected. You can kind of skip all those steps by just doing all that, or it could just put you somewhere else or kind of reroute you. You'll still probably end up getting there, but you just opened up and ended up doing something different. So
Right.
that's kind of where that's my thinking has been. So for you to say like full time with it. That's how I can see you being in those rooms, in those studio sessions, and spreading your name and spreading your creativeness and your genuineness. You know what I mean? To the art of music. And there's a ton of musicians, ton of even music execs. I just think that would benefit just from having somebody like you around, just to make great music. Because like you said, it's going to R&B. I feel like it's going to R&B. And even if it's not going to R&B, it's right now that R&B is the substance of good, still like the good messages still. Like good songwriting, good
Yeah.
musicianship, and it can never just sound the same. Now, people may say it could be toxic, no pun intended. They say it could be toxic, or some of the different artists, but I just think that R&B is starting to pump itself up to a way where somebody like yourself would be able to flourish in a lot of different capacities and benefit from it. So I just look forward to seeing what you set out to do, and everything is always open for you to come back here and chop it up. And I can't wait to see what's next for you, for real. I can't wait to really see what's next for you, because you really belong. You belong in those rooms. You really
Thank
do.
you.
You really do.
Thank you. Manifesting it, putting it into
Absolutely.
the air. Thank you so much for your kind words and everything. I see myself there too, for sure.
Yeah.
Because I love it. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
and just to like feed off of what you said, you don't know the exact things that are going to get you to where you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to control what you can control, which are your own actions. So, like, if you're a vocalist, you know the things and you have the tools to take care of your voice
Right.
and to make sure that your voice is stronger and things like that. If you are into hip hop, you have the tools to make sure that you are one of the bombest lyricists in the world and that your stage performance is,
point.
on point.
Yep.
Like, make sure that you are ready when those things pop up by making sure that you have your craft underneath your belt.
Mm-hmm.
Making sure that as a singer, a lot of the times I'll get inside of the studio with other singers and they don't even know how to plug in the 1/4 inch inside of the damn sound. I'm sitting here
Yeah.
like, girl,
You don't
or
even
they
know
don't know
what
how
you're
to
doing.
adjust their mic.
Yeah.
And I'm like, just those small things matter. Because the more you know, the easier it is when these bigger opportunities come about.
Yep.
So
Yep.
just like they say, you gotta stay ready. Stay ready.
Stay ready so you won't have to get ready.
Exactly. Stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. Stay ready so you don't gotta look dumb as hell when they start asking you questions.
And what'd you say again? That mic need to be
on and up.
on and up. Y'all heard it.
Okay?
On and up.
Up.
Yeah.
Let's go now.
Yeah. Hey, that might be the episode name right there.
Let's go.
Oh man, let's give it up for Aleecya Foreman in the building. I thank you for stopping by. I definitely look forward to catching up with you again in the near future. Let them know where they can find you at.
You guys can find me on all platforms at Aleecya TM. That is ALEECYATM. And yeah, give me a follow. Turn your notifications on. We're gonna have a wonderful year next year.
Y'all heard it here. Y'all heard it. Hey, thank you everybody who's been tuning in to It's a Lifestyle. Make sure y'all liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, growing this audience, building this community. I appreciate everybody who's been tuning in thus far. We can have dope guests like Aleecya and be, she come in and just drop the gems and just drop the knowledge and just like dag. Like I hope y'all heard it here first. This is about to be a Grammy Award winner real soon. real
Throwing the
soon.
manifestation
Hey,
in the air.
yeah.
Hello.
Catch him.
You know, I'm receiving all the energy.
Catch him. But I thank you again for coming. And I thank everybody who has tuned in. And I'll catch up with y'all again. You know it's a lifestyle.
Lifestyle.
Peace.
Peace out.
Lifestyle.